All right, let's get it. Contrary to popular belief, words matter. And today, I want to discuss the word suppression. So, what is suppression as it relates to psychology? Well, let's read it. A conscious effort to put disturbing thoughts and experience out of mind, or to control and inhibit the expression of unacceptable impulses and feelings. It is distinct from the unconscious defense mechanism of repression and psychoanalytic theory. Now, there's been a lot of news lately about voting suppression and whatnot, but I'm not going to focus on that on this video, at least not at first. I'll circle back to that later, probably towards the end. The focal point of this video will be about suppression in regards to memories and culture. Some of you may be familiar with the 1619 project, and if you're not, please research it. Anyways, some Republicans are pushing really hard to have the curriculum associated with the 1619 project removed from classrooms. In fact, some want slavery removed from the curriculum altogether. The question that should be asked is why? The answer is suppression. When we arrived here on the SS Captivity, that's when the suppression began. We all heard the nonsense about Africans running around in the jungle, half naked, playing with lions and giraffes and whatnot. And it's simply not true. As I stated in previous videos, Africa is a continent, and a very large one at that. There were many civilized societies in Africa prior to the European invasion. In fact, several Greek philosophers studied in Egypt and northern Africa. Did you know that there are Sudanese pyramids that are just as old as the Egyptian pyramids? You never hear about those though, do you? For starters, the similarities in culture would force them to admit or acknowledge that ancient Egyptians were black. Second, it debunks that whole savage theory. Think about this. If you love the home that you live in, if you love your community, why would you venture out? Why would you seek to leave? Just something to think about. So, with that being said, the goal was and is to suppress our culture, our identity, our heritage, until we forget who and what we are and become who they want us to be. Now, I'm not on that we were kings and queens stuff like a lot of my Pan African brothers and sisters. A king needs subjects for rulership, so all of us couldn't have been kings, right? I am of the mindset that many of us are lost and have forgot what it means to actually be black. And I'm not saying that there is only one way to be black. No, I don't believe that. But I am perplexed at how a measure of blackness, to some anyway, is how thugged out you are, or how thugged out you can be. Why is keeping it real or keeping it 100 linked with portraying this thug image? As if our ancestors were walking around under the influence of narcotics all day, every day. See, this is what's being promoted to our children. Every rap song is about getting high, smoking weed, being a thug, and it's all a lie. Real thugs are either out there grinding or in the penitentiary. Real thugs don't write rhymes. It's funny. Chris Rock made a movie back in the day called CB4. Basically, him and his friends were trying to get on as rappers, but they couldn't get a deal until they took on this gangster persona. Shout out to the late and great Charlie Murphy, by the way, who was the real gangster thug in the movie. My point is, the record execs wouldn't give them a deal until they replaced their positive message with a negative message promoting guns, drugs, violence, etc. Unfortunately, this is the rap game today. And what's worse is the major influence or impact it has on our communities. Some of these kids smoke a little weed, consume these lyrics, consume this year's flavor of the new minstrel show, and poof, all of a sudden, they're thugs. Even though you didn't grow up anywhere near the hood. What kind of osmosis is that? And if it works with the negative message, shouldn't there be a balance? Shouldn't a positive message have the same effect? I mean, seriously, it's only music. It's only entertainment. It's not to be taken literally, right? Let me briefly touch on this voter suppression fiasco. Ask yourself this. If your vote doesn't matter, why are they working so hard to take it away? On one hand, they want to discourage you from voting by saying your vote doesn't matter, things don't really change, you're not really impacted by elections, blah, 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 blah. On the other hand, if you do pay attention, they're going to make it so difficult just to cast a vote to ensure more racist, regressive, and culturally biased laws are put on the books. See, it's all connected. The end game is to retain power by any means necessary. Our suppression is complete. The deception is real. We have forgotten who we are. Our young men are looking for baby mamas instead of wives. Our young women are looking for baby daddies instead of husbands. Then the kids grow up and go to school and learn about the whitewashing of our history and slavery until the future generations start to believe that it was all just a myth. So when they say that action speaks louder than words, well, the actions here have spoken loud and clear. Well, I'll leave it there for now. So if you like the way I think, hop over to Patreon, check out some of my original short stories. It's only $1.50 per download. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you won't miss out on all future videos. Like always, I thank you for your time. Peace.